Okay, so the fan's on. I'm going to do this fast. I saw, come on here. It was muggy today and I didn't fix it. The Indiana Jones movie, what is it, Dial of Destiny? Yeah, I went, it was fine. 7 out of 10. I'm not a big, huge, yeah, this kind of looks fun. I'm not a big, huge Indiana Jones person. I don't even know if I saw The Last Crusade. I wasn't a big, at the time I wasn't a big, River Phoenix fan. He was too cute looking. Like him, the Michael J. Fox kind, those kinds. The cute guys were my type, so that wouldn't have motivated me to go, and I wasn't an indie fan at the time, so I don't remember. So yeah, spoilers. I'm gonna do this quick. The CGI, the de-aging. Sometimes his eyes look really scary. I've always had an issue with CGI eyes. You know, like the computer generator animated eyes, like Shrek. His girlfriend used to scare the crap out of me, and I was a grown adult, mind you. And what's that movie with the Polar Express? So yeah, so I'm still not a fan. They're never gonna get eyes right, probably. But and that opening scene kind of reminded me of Top Secret. I mean, I took notes. There was a lot to talk about. I like Mads Mikkelsen, Thomas Kretschmann. In the very beginning, I was like, what, they killed them both right away in, like, the same minute? But, that was fine. It was fine. I don't know what everybody's complaining about. Like I said, so it looked like it was going to go one way. If he had stayed in the place that he wanted to stay at, I would have given it a 8 out of 10. That lady, I don't know her. I've seen her on award shows winning a bunch of awards for, like, writing or something. I don't know who she is. I'm watching it and I'm like, why do people like her? It's one thing if she writes things, but as an actress, lead actress in a movie, I just felt like she was I didn't see any charisma there. So I don't know why people like her, unless they are like her. You know what I mean? And people like to see themselves, you know how the young generations are. They need to see themselves in the movie, so maybe they identify with her in some way. Maybe they're nerds, I don't know. And then at one point, Antonio Banderas shows up, and I'm like, oh, I woke up. Well, actually, waking up, I almost fell asleep like 3 times. But when I saw Antonio, I perked up, and I was like, oh, maybe he'll fill in this charisma gap, this charisma vacuum she's created. But he wasn't around long enough, so... but I did like the time travel and this stuff of it. And like I said, ancient aliens, you know, they think people talked about dragons because they didn't know how to describe airplanes, which I think is stupid. There were dragons. That's how I see it. But anyway, so yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Crystal Skull was a total abomination. And I liked the Legend of Crystal Skulls. You know, I should have liked these movies by rights, but because the kind of stuff, I'm not an archaeologist, but the magical artifacts are stuff I'm interested in. But I don't know anything about this one beforehand. So, yeah, I think the fan is making me cough. I don't know. So, I'm done. Yeah, 7 out of 10. And people who like Indiana Jones should love it. So, I was, like, yesterday, the day before, I was seeing tweets about how it's the worst thing ever, and blah, 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 and a disaster, and, I mean, like, I'm not an indie fan, it was fine. If you like Indiana Jones, if you like that sort of thing, because I was thinking about how I was starting to fall asleep. They all were slow to me. That's the pace of these movies, so, to me, it fits right in with the other ones. This isn't like some of the other sequels we see that you're like, gee, that seems nothing like the others, you know? But the theater I was in was as full as I usually see it, which isn't completely full, but you know, most rows had people in it, and some people clapped at the end, and you know, it was a broad section of demographics and stuff, so I think you should do well. I don't understand. Apart from the fact that people are not spending as much money going to the movies as they used to because the economy sucks, and I would like, I don't want to hear about any movie coming out this year or last year and them saying how it was a failure and oh, it was a bomb and stuff like that. Yeah, some movies are actual bombs. They shouldn't be. But some movies are actual bombs. But the fact is, they're not the bombs of yesteryear. Because the bombs of yesteryear were at a time where people were going to the movies constantly. You know, the economy wasn't great either, but it was... People hadn't been weaned off of movies by a year-long lockdown. So... I don't want to hear about how oh, this movie did horrible and that movie did horrible and oh my god, the drop off. I still love The Flash. I feel bad for it, but you know, Asteroid City. There's so to me, it's a great time for the movies right now. And if you want to go out, go out. If you used to go to movies, go find one, pick one, indie, whatever. See something.